Hey guys, it's Marla. I am here to do an unboxing slash setup of the new Cricut Explorer that I just got, and I thought this might help you guys. So I'm gonna cut parts that are kind of long, and I'll just show you this is where I started and then show you bits and pieces. So it might be cut up a little bit, but if you have any questions, link them below and we'll get started. So I just opened up the box and I wanted to show you what comes in the box. So you get a light grip mat that comes with it. And this is what it looks like, and I'll be right back after I take it out. Okay guys, so this is what came in the box. You got your let's get started information, you got your power cord, and you have a USB connector, and this can connect directly to your machine. This can also be connected through Bluetooth, but sometimes it's easier to do it this way depending on your machine, or if your laptop may not have Bluetooth capability. So if that is the case, you will definitely need this. You also got a Cricut pen. So you got a 0.4 tip black pen to go with your machine. And then they gave you this, says keep, to put like a dust cover. I can't remember, but I thought it used to come with an actual dust cover. I don't remember now because I never really used it. So, but I'm just going to throw this away. All right, so you got your let's get started, probably information about that. You get a welcome book, get a warranty information, and it looks like you get three pieces of cardstock. I'm assuming this is to make your first project that they'll have you do. The only thing that I think is necessary, unless you want to look through it all, is it kind of talks a little bit about the fine point blades and about stylus. Now, this is going to be something that you really need to get. If you make cards, whatever you make, in order to score, you have to have this stylus. So I just realized that I don't have mine. So I'm going to have to go see if I can do a Michael's curbside pickup and get one, because this is pretty important for most projects. There's usually some type of scoring in it. Not all, but some. And it's very inexpensive. Here it tells you a little bit about the pens, about the point of the pens and how they write. Let's see, it tells you about your mats, which are blue is your light grip, green is standard, purple is strong, and pink is for fabric. Now, the Explorer will cut fabric, but it is really not meant for that. You have to do a few extra steps in order for that to happen. You really need to get a maker in order to do fabric, but you can do it. It's just, it's not as easy as if you have your maker. It's a lot easier if you use it that way. Here is your quick reference guide, which is on page 36. Talks about how to open up the clamp to put the housing in for the blades, and how to close the clamp. It also talks about inserting a pin and how to do that, which is pretty simple once you look at it. Quick reference about how to prepare and load the mat, and how to take the cardstock or whatever medium you're using off of the mat the easiest. It does talk about how to use this with Bluetooth technology. You can use the app that is on your iPad or on your iPhone or your Android phone or your tablet to do that. So that would have Bluetooth capability versus having to use your cord. If your laptop or desktop does not have Bluetooth capability, you can use the app. I personally find it a little more difficult to use the app unless it's something very simple to cut. I'd rather use my computer and use Design Space on there, but everyone has their own preference of how they'd like to do that. Some more just nice to know help terms, and that's about it. for this book. It's probably good if you're brand new to Cricut to keep your book. Let's see what's in here. All right. Unleash, okay. Plug in, empower your fabulous Cricut. Okay, so one thing to note is that before you do that, there is some stickers and stuff on here that you need to remove first, so please do that before you plug it in. Being in quarantine, you can't get your nails done, so it's a little hard for me to get those off. All right, here we go. We got it. All right. So without it being powered on, you can open it up. And I'm going to move the camera just a little bit so you can see. So here's what the inside looks like. So you need to take this off before you I would suggest before you plug it in and turn it on, because it does move when it turns on. Another thing to note is your blade is already here inside the housing, right here. So I'm going to take this off and then show you, see how this popped open right away. You want to make sure you have that closed. This is going to be where your stylus will go, the pen, or an additional a pen or the stylus really. And then this is your housing for your blade, which you just open, shut, and that's it. When you open it, you pop it out, put it back in, make sure it's all the way down, and then close it. So that's really it. It is not difficult at all. So don't be intimidated. I am going to put the camera back down and plug this in. Be right back. So we are at Cricut.com and we're going into Design Space, and you can see I am choosing to go to New Machine Setup. You can do your Maker, you can do your Explorer, or your Easy Press. We picked our Explorer. It's just telling you right now to plug in the machine to the USB. Again, if you have Bluetooth, you don't have to do that step, so just be aware of that. But if your machine is older and you need to have the cord, then you can do that now. Then hit continue. So right now I'm showing you where it is recognizing my old machine, and I left this in for the purpose that if you have another machine and you've already connected it to your laptop, it will automatically look for that first. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to change that within the settings. Now every machine is different, however I have a Mac, so I am going into Bluetooth, the setting, clicking on that, and you can see where it's showing my old Cricut machine. So at the bottom, what it's doing is it's discovering new devices, and at the bottom you can see the new Cricut machine. So I'm hitting connect, and then it is still showing my old machine. So my old machine is in California, so that's not going to work, and it's not going to find it. So I'm waiting and trying to figure out how to get this connected. And I left this in here just so you can see how to troubleshoot if you come across this problem. So there, I'm retrying it again in order to select the device. So what I'm doing is looking to the pull down, it's still showing my old device, so I'm going back in to the Bluetooth settings, and I'm going to delete the old machine. So I deleted that off of there, and it's okay, when I get back, I can just add it back in again in the same steps. So you can do this if you're having a problem. If you're having a problem with your machine not connecting, you can also redo these steps again. So now that the Bluetooth has acknowledged the new machine, I'm going to go ahead and try and retry again. And when I pull down, now you'll see my new machine. There it is. Double checked it's the same name. There you go. Alright, so we are connected via Bluetooth. Now we're in Cricut Design Space. We're going to hit continue to go in and find the project that we are going to complete. There's the card that we are going to complete as our first project. We're going to hit continue and go into the projects. It is all highlighted for you like it is here, and you'll click on the Make It button. Once you get there, you're going to see it's going to be searching for the mat. It will give you a screenshot of what the mat's going to look like while it's cutting. And now you're going to prepare your mat. So we got these pieces. So what do they want you to do? Well, first I'm going to take this off. Okay, so this is the mat that came with the machine that came in the box. So I just wanted to show you just quickly, this is the standard mat, and I apologize for all the glare, but the green mat is the standard mat. This is the one I normally use for pretty much every project that I use. I can't even remember the last time I've used the light grip mat, or what I used it for, to be honest. I think that they tell you to advise you for vinyl, but don't quote me on that. But this is what I normally use. I bought one separately because I didn't realize anything came in the box. They used to have a green one in the box, then at one point I think they didn't have one in the box. So if you would like a standard grip mat, when you buy the Cricut machine, you need to buy one separately when you purchase the machine. So based on the project, it wants us to put in the white piece of paper first. So that is our piece that we received in the box. And I apologize because I'm holding the camera and doing this at the same time. So I'm trying to do it as straight as I can get it all the way down. I like to put my paper in right at the corners. That's just how I like to do it. So I'm going to place it in. So now you'll see that based on the previous little snippet, it said prepare the mat. I hit continue. This is flashing. This is your button to upload the mat. So we're going to do that now. Sorry, doing this with one hand. Hit the button. Alright, now that we've loaded our mat, we're going to go back to our screen in Design Space, and you'll see we're going to be ready to cut. Now, it's going to tell you to put in the pen and how to put in the pen. Now, I must have been on the phone or not paying attention because I did not see that, and I skipped this, and you'll see this later on in the video that I messed up. So you're going to hit press go, and you're going to be ready to start cutting. And we're going to hit that, and it's going to go, and it's going to cut the first part that shows as a white piece of paper. So here we go. Alright, so now this is flashing again, so you unload the mat, pop it out. So we're going to do this, and again, I apologize for doing this with one hand, but here we go. I just pulled it right off the mat. There we go. Now we have our card. This is the card. In the assembly directions on the screen, which I will show you in a screenshot, tell you to fold it over. So we have the first part of our card. Alright, here's a screenshot of how to assemble the card. Place the black cardstock behind the front fold. Hit continue, and you're going to cut out the turquoise piece. It is now shown on the mat. You're going to hit continue to start cutting. You're going to hit the Cricut sign on your Cricut machine for it to start to go. And there it is cutting. It'll get to 100% and you'll be ready to unload the mat. Alright, so that's done, and you know it's done if this is flashing, because then you can unload the mat. So there we go. We unloaded the mat, and we're going to do the same process. We're going to take this off. You just pull this off the mat, And there might be some stuff that are stuck, the little cutouts, just pop them out with your hand. Not a big deal. Please excuse my fingers, we're in quarantine and we can't get our nails done. So, alright, so we have our piece of film that's gonna go on there. I did end up cutting this out again. So I will see if I can still use the piece of paper behind it, the black piece of paper, and see if it still works. We have our card, we have our thing. Let's put this behind it. Okay, the one thing I will tell you about these projects in Cricut Design Space is they don't have a lot of assembly instructions. That is the only downside to them. So it looks like I'm pushing it through here. Pulling it through there. Okay, I got it through. All right, we're moving along. All right, so it looks like that is there. This looks like it's popping through. It looks like it's popping through here. And popping through here. So even though I cut that piece out, it might still be okay for, nope. But for our demonstration points, it will work. Okay, so it looks like we should not have cut the black piece of paper, but that's okay, because we both learned together. All right, so we got that down. And then, so what should have happened, so this was okay, it didn't do bad. So here's our card. I'll put a picture somewhere on the side, or I'll put it through right here, and you can see the picture that it's supposed to look like. So this is what we got. So don't feel bad if it doesn't come out right the first time, because I've been using the Cricut for years and I wasn't sure what it was telling me. So what we should have done is while the white cardstock was on the mat, we should have had the pen in prior to actually write the word enjoy on the front. So we were done. We should have left the black piece just by itself, and it would have you wouldn't see this little space behind here, and it would have covered it, and it would have looked like the card. But overall, I think it took me maybe from start to finish, maybe an hour. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, leave a few comments and let me know if you have any other questions going forward. And I will start doing some more projects with my new Cricut and see what we can come up with. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.